Disney classics, original shows, documentaries, and more, there's a new streaming service in town.
We're Andrea and Patty, and we are now streaming Disney Plus.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Andrea with Theme Park Parents, and you can find me at Theme Park Parents on social or at Andrea Updike.
Hey y'all, this is Patty from No-Guilt.com and No-Guilt Fangirls Podcast. You can find me on all socials at No Guilt Life.
All right, so I was out of town last weekend for my anniversary. Patty, did I miss anything?
Andrea, what am I going to do with you? Yeah, you're hilarious. So you missed a little bit of news, just a little bit. This whole Disney Plus thing kind of had a big day, actually a couple of big days at the D23 Expo.
Yes, I kid. I know there was a ton of Disney Plus news, and I can't wait to dig in. But first, we should let everyone know that there is a great offer to sign up early. Patty, can you tell us about that?
Yes. So this is really cool, and those of us who were at the expo probably took advantage of it. At least I did. I will be honest. I knew I was going to sign up for Disney Plus. I didn't know how much I wanted to give them my money until I saw the big Disney Plus panel. And then I was like, dude, where do I go? Take it. I mean, I'm like walking around with my credit card going, who's going to take this, please? So we were able to, those of us that were there were able to sign up early. And then starting yesterday, and this runs through September 2nd, if you are a D23 member, then you can sign up for the same package that I got to sign up for. And Andrea, that's you, right? You're a D23 member?
Yes, I was so excited they opened this up to everyone. I'm actually just a free member right now, and I was even given the opportunity to sign up, so I went ahead and took advantage of it. I'm ready to roll.
I thought the impression I had is that you had to be a paying D23 member to take advantage of this. But nope, in the fine print that came out in all of our emails, all D23 members, as long as you're active as of September 2nd, or I want to say it's like midnight September 1st. Like, anyway, there's some date to it, but it's out there. But as long as you're an active member and the general membership, the free membership totally counts. It totally counts. So guys, psst, if you haven't signed up for D23, go do it. D23.com. Go there. It's going to click you over to the Disney store, and you're going to sign up there, and it's completely free. But I believe they actually send you through the Disney store to sign up for. So you can also go to disneystore.com and just look for D23 membership and order away.
I think I remember that I had to check out with a zero balance or something just as a formality. But it's really easy once you do that. If you don't get an email about this offer, you can still go straight to your account and log in, and you'll get all the deal details right there, and you can just go through it. But you can only do it once. So make sure that you're ready to go and get all signed up.
Yeah, and it's a pretty decent deal. I think my credit card was charged $140 and something cents. I can't remember how much the cents were, but for 3 years. Now,
3 years.
I know some people were like, I don't want to be locked in for 3 years. That's cool. You don't have to. You can wait. But the way I looked at this was it's basically like a 33% discount. So it's buy 2 years, get 1 year free. And
that's a great way to look at it.
That was the way I looked at it. So they're not selling it that way, but that's Patty's version of
Well, I did
Disney
the
math,
breakdown myself. Yeah, I did the breakdown, and it's less than $4 a month if you work it out that way. So to me, it was a good deal. Now, I am in North Carolina, so I had a little bit of an extra charge, which was for sales tax. So your state may be a little higher, so don't be alarmed if your bill is a tiny bit higher than that. But each state has their own, tax requirements.
Right.
But I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. I'm glad to be signed up. I mean, who are we kidding? We're going to have it anyway. And there was so many. I did kind of sneak a peek and follow along while I could this weekend. And there is a ton of stuff. I cannot wait to hear about it. And if you guys didn't listen to last week's episode, go check out Patty because she was live at D23. She gave the updates kind of as they came in. It was really fun to listen to and to hear, really honestly, to hear your excitement. I was like, it sounds like it was so fun.
D23 was insane. And it always is. I had such a blast. I love being around all the fellow fangirls and fanboys. It was just, you were standing next to strangers and you just be like, oh, what are you excited about? I don't know. What are you excited about? Like, all of it? Let's talk about this. And there was all these conversations, and it was a lot of fun too, because some people weren't able to get into certain panels and some people just didn't have time, me, to go to other panels. So while I was waiting in line for certain things on the expo floor, I'd say, what panels have you seen? And then they were able to give me a little bit of feedback about what they thought was fun or what they thought was cool. And you know me, Andrea, anytime I can talk Disney to anybody, including the people in line behind me at the grocery store, it happens. It happens.
Yes, it totally does. And I was looking at some of the recaps just in general, and especially about this Disney Plus deal. I saw some pictures of people just lined up to get to those kiosks and sign up for the service. There were just hundreds of people clamoring to get this. So I don't think you were the only one having a good time.
I don't think so. Everyone, I mean, guys, D23 Expo is not perfect. I don't know any big con on this level that is perfect. So there's always issues. But in general, I felt a super positive vibe with this one. I hope other people did too. If you want more details on what happened at D23 Expo, I did like a 3-day recap while I was there, live from the expo over on the No-Guilt Fangirls Podcast. So if you want to pop over there after you listen to this and just take a listen as to what this is all about. And you can hear it in my voice. My voice is like, I've been talking and screaming, and it's been...
I was going to say, have you slept yet?
I did. Oh my gosh, girl. I came home last night, finally got home after a very long day of travel, because coming from West Coast all the way to East Coast is hard. You lose all those hours. Anyway, I got home and I tried to stay awake as long as I could, because my son and my husband had gone to soccer practice and I wanted to see them. I couldn't do it. I put everybody else to bed. I passed out, and the next thing I know, it's like 7 a.m. I'm like, wow, that's what sleep feels like.
Yeah, I didn't even go to the West Coast, but we were down in Florida for our anniversary, and we got home around 2 or 3 o'clock on Sunday, and I went to bed at 8:30 p.m. that night and slept all night long. I must have slept almost 12 hours.
Well, it sounds like you had a good vacation too then. How was your trip? What'd you do real quick before we move on to all the goodness that's happening at D23?
I know. It was a wonderful time. My husband and I just went down to visit some friends in Tampa. We had a great time. We went out to eat downtown. We hung out by the pool, had some margaritas. It was the most relaxing, but lots of fun. And you can't be everywhere. I would have loved to be at D23, but rude. They had to go ahead and have it on my anniversary.
They need to fix that in the future, Disney.
Priorities. I do have priorities a little bit.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. So what do you want to know?
Okay. So I know I followed along. I listened to the episode last week. I think I'm caught up, but I want to know, now that you've been away from the D23 excitement for a few hours, what's the thing that you're like most excited about? What is the first thing you're going to watch as soon as you can?
Oh gosh. Well, I won't lie. It's going to be High School Musical. It's gonna be.
How did I know?
Yeah, it's gonna be High School Musical, hands down. So, and this is actually a very good segue to the panel. So, what happened in the panel is they opened it up with High School Musical. They sang "We're All in This Together."
Oh my gosh. Did you cry? You cried.
Girl, I was dancing. I was in my seat. There was a drum line like going right next to me. I mean, I was in heaven. I was totally nerding out. And let me tell you, these kids are fantastic. The new class that they're putting in the show, they can sing, they can dance. They were charming. I went to a secondary panel later where it was just talking to them the entire time. We also got to see the full first episode of High School Musical.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. So wait, back to the opening number. Was it the actors and actresses from the show doing the singing and dancing?
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they were great. They were great. It was a lot of fun. So I mean, when a panel kicks off with like my favorite song ever, I knew this was just going to be amazing.
So I actually watched the trailer for High School Musical, the musical, and I'm really excited about it because I think it's a really great premise for a spin-off or sequel, whatever you want to call it. Because I think, I admitted recently that I haven't actually seen the movies, but I know they were very successful. I plan to watch them before watching the show, I promise. But, whenever they do something like this, I think it probably makes the fans a little nervous, like how's it going to be? So why don't you tell us, in case people haven't seen the trailer yet, how they are going to do this? How are they going to bring a new generation into the High School Musical story?
Yeah, it's so smart. I mean, they nailed this, and it's so great. So anybody who's seen the show, you know the story. It's Troy and Gabriella, and you know they come from kind of different backgrounds. She's very nerdy and very smart, and he is a jock. They meet over this and bond over being able to sing well together, and they try out for the High School Musical, and then shenanigans happens from there. All right. So they are not recreating that story. In fact, they're super self-aware, and they're almost poking fun at the whole High School Musical phenomenon. And it's so fun. It's so great. We are set in East High, which is where the show was filmed, the actual school where the show was filmed. And they're, I mean, like the principal's even like rolling his eyes over he's rolling his eyes over being called Wildcats. He's like, we're not the Wildcats, we're the Leopards. We've always been the Leopards.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. And anyway, a new drama teacher comes in, and this new drama teacher has decided that she cannot believe that High School Musical has not, that the school that has done High School Musical has not done a High School Musical, the musical, yet. So she's casting. The first episode is the whole casting process. And you meet all these great characters. There's like this love triangle situation that honestly, and like when the actors were talking about it later, the two males are fighting over the female. And one of the males was like, I'll be honest, I wasn't even rooting for myself. I was rooting for him. Like it's it's so well written. And then they were joking around that like every day when they would come on set and they'd be filming a new scene, they took a straw poll over which team they were on, you know, which guys
they
were.
Funny.
They were, because you like both guys. And so
right. I was going to say the trailer that went, you know, the little tidbits they give you in the trailer, I couldn't even choose. I was like, wait, I kind of like both of them. Like, how's this going to play out? So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. That's probably my number one that I will sit down. However, they did also release a little bit of information. It sounds like they're not allowing us to binge.
No, really?
Really. They're going to make us watch it.
This is shocking.
Dun, 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 right? That is what they didn't say it in the panel, but some additional releases that have come out, some additional news. That's what I've read. I haven't seen it 1,000% confirmed just yet, but that's what I'm reading from a couple of the trade magazines, which I assume know because they know like everything. They get those details straight from Disney Plus, where
Sure.
I'm not on that list yet. Hello, Disney Plus, add me. Call me. And so that is what I understand, is that some of these new shows are not going to be bingeable. We're going to have to wait week by week. I don't know which ones that's going to apply to. I don't know if it's going to apply to all of them. However, we'll know soon. I'll try to get that confirmed also for next week's episode.
I would guess for the existing stuff, they would just throw all of that
Correct.
up for the new releases.
Correct. Like if you haven't seen High School Musical, Andrea, you should be able to sit down and watch all three in a row and binge the series that way. But this new series, it sounds like it's going to be like one a week. Something along those lines.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah. So in
I'll
addition,
have to mull that over and see how I really feel about that.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing either. I kind of see it from the Disney perspective. They might be trying to do something different than say a Netflix or whatever, but they also might be thinking, we get your money longer, because there could be somebody who's a huge High School Musical stan like me, signs up for 1 month, watches High School Musical the day it comes out, and then cancels and waits for the next season to come out, right, to sign up again. So I could kind of see a reason for them to go, if we make you watch all 8 episodes over 8 weeks, at least we got you for 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's good business sense, but I'm going to need to be able to watch my shows.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
All right. Now, I have another very specific question.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, guys, if you think we're going to stop talking about Jeff Goldblum, you are mistaken.
Ain't gonna happen.
Tell me about his panel or his experience, because I know he was there quite a bit, and I'm so jealous.
He was very Jeff and very fantastic and very lovely, and I loved every second of it. So when we left, what was the first panel that we went to that day? This was on Friday. I see all the days are running together. So Friday morning's panel was the Legends panel. So we left the Legends panel and we made a beeline straight for the Jeff Goldblum stage. Well, it's the Disney Plus stage, but I was calling it the Jeff Goldblum stage.
Yes, of course.
And we went straight there.
Else?
Yeah, I know,
it's
right?
Jeff Goldblum Plus, right? So
it is. It's the Jeff Goldblum Plus. So we went there, and he came out on stage, and he was just lovely and clever. And they gave us a little teaser trailer, I think, while we were there at the stage. But he also told us, in his own words, what it's about. And he's like, if you like weird, if you like me, you're going to love this. You're gonna love
Sold.
this. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Sign me
done.
up.
I'm there, Jeff. Thank you. So yeah, he talked a little bit about what the premises is and some of the different topics that they're doing, like how is ice cream made? And he was super cute. He was excited. He was like, do you know who they let me interview? Do you know who they paired me up with? It was so cool. Ben and Jerry. I got to talk to Ben and Jerry. Yeah.
That was my guess. I was like, it has to be Ben and Jerry.
It was Ben and Jerry.
Perfect fit.
I mean, yeah, it was perfect. So they talk about that. They talked about how sneakers are made, like tennis shoes are made. They also talked about how like denim and blue jeans. And so, he went and he told us, these were some of the favorite things that they talked about. Oh, tattoos. There was, he said that, and he actually got to somebody let him tattoo them.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Can
know
you
how
imagine
much.
I was tattooed by Jeff Goldblum?
Right.
Like, that would be my tattoo. Jeff Goldblum did this tattoo.
I know, craziness. So we saw him there, and then later on the actual panel, the Disney Plus panel, they brought him out again. And first of all, Disney Plus panel was hosted by Yvette Nicole Brown, who is the loveliest person.
You were in heaven.
In the entire world. I adore her. I love her. I want to become her best friend. Everything about Yvette Nicole Brown makes me smile. What made me smile the most, though, was when he walked out on stage and she had her little fangirl moment about being close to Jeff Goldblum.
I love it.
And he hugged her, and he said something. She's like, can I call you Jeff? And he was like, yeah, if I can call you Yvette. And she's like, oh, only if you keep saying it like that. I mean, it was hilarious. It was so beautiful, and it was so cute. And I was like, Yvette, you my girl. You my girl.
Yes.
Anyway, so he came out on stage and then he, again, told pretty much the same thing that we had heard on the Disney Plus stage. And then they gave us a little more extended view of what's going on. And I know that trailer is out there. In fact, I have it on my website if anybody wants to go visit it. It's at No-Guilt-Fangirl.com. There's a whole Disney Plus with like all the trailers that they dropped. So if you want to go check that out, that is on there too. And yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
I love it. I'm so glad they're doing shows like this as well because, my kids and and my whole family, husband too, like we watch the Disney Channel. We love the shows. We watched Jessie. We watched Bunked, and we've done all the cartoons, Phineas and Ferb and everything. But, there is it's nice to have variety, and I love that this is a show that's kind of a learning show, but it's also just really cool and quirky and fun. I'm just really stoked to watch it together because we're in a weird place right now where the kids are interested in more advanced sort of grown-up topics, but not everything is necessarily appropriate for them. So
right.
I'm really, really excited.
This feels like it will be. Jeff Goldblum quirkiness aside, but I think this feels good. The other show that I don't know, I was interested in I was interested enough because it's Kristen Bell. So, anything Kristen Bell does, I'm also down for. I was interested enough in that. But then when they showed us this trailer and they kind of talked about what's going on, this show is called Encore. And basically the premise is like being in high school again. These are the theater kids or the musical show kids back from high school who now are 40-something years old. And they all get together and they they put on the same High School Musical that they did years back.
Oh, that's fun.
Why I love this so much is I was a theater kid and I was terrible. I was definitely like a chorus member. Like I wanted to be the star, but I'm not that good. So I was definitely, like the side person. Actually, for some reason, I always ended up being like, I don't know, the comedic foil that acted super cheesy. Like that was what I, with 2 or 3 lines, I could pull that off, but like I couldn't carry the whole show, So anyway, So I'm interested to see this because
clearly you've outgrown that.
Yeah, totally. I've outgrown that. So part of it was like, okay, I could see my old group, being pulled up. I would love to see all these people again and see what happened to them and everything. But, there's some edge of drama because, of course, there's, some love interest or some drama that happened back in the day. And now as an adult, you're going to make your amends. It was also, though, the thing that really got to me was, and this is where I come from, even with my whole no guilt everything that I have. For those that know, I have No Guilt Fangirl, I have No Guilt Disney, and I have No Guilt Life. And it all sums up under No Guilt Life as I like what I like, even as an adult. And if that happens to be things like Disney or going to Disney parks or doing things, I'm still I am a mom, but everything I do is still rooted in Patty being Patty. Like, I'm a woman first, right? And that's what I kind of loved about this encore show is they showed a couple of these moms and dads who were kind of saying, look, kids, I used to be able to do this. Like, they were so excited about showing to their kids their talents that they probably put on the back burner. You know how it is with motherhood and raising kids. You absolutely have to put some things on the back burner. And that was kind of the neat part that had me in tears. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. We're going to see these stories of like women and men who are finally saying, oh yeah, I forgot about that key element of me being me. Like, because it gets lost sometimes in parenthood. So
that is so cool.
I'm super excited about Encore.
So Encore, I had not heard of that one. And I love the way you said that about your website, No Guilt Life, and all of your properties now, because I think that's one of the things early on that we connected with, because my blog kind of came from a similar need, where my original parenting blog was just is a 4-letter word, and it was the same idea. We're not just one thing. We're not just moms. We're not just, stay at home or just work at home, or, we always say the word just and kind of put ourselves in a corner like we're not enough. And it's just not the way it is. So I love to see them embracing that in this show. I can't wait to check it out. I had not heard of that one. I didn't even know Kristen Bell was involved in another show. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So those are kind of the ones that I'm super excited about. Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, I want to know, were there any surprises or anything that really caught you off guard? Because I feel like they announced a lot of stuff ahead of time. They gave you a schedule. Was there anything that kind of you were like, for me, it's this Encore show. Oh, I didn't even know that was coming. Was there anything else like that during the weekend that really made you think or kind of back up, like, whoa, that's really cool?
Well, not really. It was a surprise in the sense that they finally made it official, but Kathleen Kennedy even admitted. We got the official announcement when Ewan McGregor walked on stage. He was super cute. He looked at her and he was like, okay, Kathleen, please just ask me the question so that I can officially put this to rest. And she said, all right, fair enough. Ewan, are you going to play Obi-Wan again? And he was like, yes. So that's how we got the announcement that we are getting this Obi-Wan show. Again, no massive details. I don't believe they've started filming it or anything like that, but they did let us know that it is coming after all those denials. And she even alluded to that, like, we don't have to lie to you anymore.
Yeah, and they have to play the game and do their announcements when they're supposed to come out. But did they give any information? Because this one is not something I've been keeping a close eye on. You see so many rumors coming out, and I know they've been denying it forever. But did they give any details? Like, is it going to be a live show? Is it animated?
Oh yeah, no, it's him. It's live.
It is him. Okay, good.
Yeah, this is going to be a live action. So we're going to have three Star Wars properties coming out. The why am I drawing blanks now? Cassian and Andor. Mandalorian, and then Obi-Wan. So we're going to have those three. And then plus they did announce and they reiterated that Clone Wars is getting an extra season, and they're super excited about that. Everybody was really, really pumped for that to come. So yeah.
I am excited for that one. My kids, that one's a little bit more for an older audience, and so my kids have been asking when they can watch it because they have not seen it yet. And I actually haven't seen all the episodes. I think my husband has. But we're going to go back through that one as well, because that's another... I feel like it ties a lot of the pieces of the puzzle together from the movies, because I feel like that one kind of did a good job introducing some characters to the whole universe of Star Wars.
Definitely.
speaking of Star Wars, and I know this isn't really related to Disney Plus yet, although it will be eventually, did you see the Rise of Skywalker trailer, the new trailer?
Girl, yes. They showed that to us on Saturday in the Disney Studios panel. And so, yeah, we saw that. We saw it with the cast, and it was crazy. And they all just were smiling as they got up on stage and waved us off. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you can't leave us like that. But yeah.
I have so many questions. I loved it. I watched it like at least 5 times when it came out earlier this week. And I mean, Rey with a red lightsaber, like, what? Darkseid Rey, is this even real? So I can't wait to see how that plays out. Like I said in another episode, we're going back through all the movies in order, and we just finished A New Hope, so we've got The Empire Strikes Back, which I'm very excited. It's everyone's favorite. So we're going to keep on with those and make our way to December to watch that movie. And then, of course, those will all be on Disney Plus. To enjoy whenever you want.
That's right. So yeah, it was a big crazy weekend. Lots of really great information, lots of great shows to look forward to. So I'm excited. And don't forget, if you are a D23 member or want to be one, go become one for free, and then go ahead and lock yourself into that 3-year pricing.
Yep, it's going to be great. And I guess now all we have to do is sit here and wait till November 12th.
That's all we have to do. I think that's it. But in the meantime, we will bring you any updates on any new favorites. If we get to see any more trailers that come out, we'll definitely be talking about that. So the show is still going on every Friday. Yes. But we'll keep you updated as to what we know when we know it when it comes to streaming Disney Plus. And please, don't forget to like us, share, tap the hearts, do all the fun things, give us 5-star reviews if you can. Definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss any episodes, because I think from this point out, it's just we're going to get more and more news now that the big, I think they were just waiting for that big moment at D23 Expo.
Yeah, I think you're right. I feel like more trailers are going to drop. Mm-hmm. We're going to get a little bit more detail on some things. So definitely will be lots to talk about.
It's coming.
All right. Well, I guess that's all for today, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll see you real soon.
Bye.